Testing, testing. All right, sounds like our audio is good. We are just barely in the red there, so that I guess is okay until we actually do start going way off into the red. Testing, testing. Okay, cool. So we are live. Hey there, guys. How's it going? Tails First here with another episode of fixing this thing. This is probably this has got to be at least the 4th time this laptop has made it on some stream or video or something like that of mine. So the first thing that happened to this guy, did I do that on the stream last time? I've done 2 videos of where this laptop has had its graphics card fail. It's actually failed 3 times, and each time I just do the same thing. I throw it into the oven. I know this may have sounded, the audio is good. Also, hi, hello there, Luigi man. Thank you very much for telling me if the audio was good. That is definitely a thing we need to know about whenever we're streaming. Hopefully you can hear the music. I'm running some music through my little CD player over here. Lord Meltza, welcome to the stream. So we're fixing this thing again. Basically what's happened this time is I was listening to some music. Now this laptop's got a subwoofer in it, which is not something that laptops usually have. Hello there, Milo. Welcome to the stream, buddy. But this laptop has a subwoofer in it, and I was listening to some bass-heavy music, and I blew the subwoofer out. So now it's very, very distorted. Let me just unplug this for right now. I was gonna do a test to show you guys what it sounded like when you play music, but it's literally, if you've ever heard a speaker that's been blown out before and it still plays music, that's what this sounds like now. So I've gotten a replacement here. It's a very odd-shaped L thing. It's a 5-watt little 1-inch speaker that just goes on the bottom here, in this spot right here, but it's on the inside. So basically, I was gonna do this off stream, but I thought maybe it'd be cool to have you guys come along with me on it. So thank you very much. Hey yo, Tails sir. Looks like my friend's laptop. This was actually there were 3 different laptops. There's the E1405, the E1505, which is probably what your friend has, and then there's the E1705. And this was like the high-end thing back then in 2005 and 2006. Kind of looks like this. It was very popular. This particular style of laptop made it into a lot of TV shows and movies back in 2006. So that's probably why it looks familiar. It was one of their top-selling laptops, and I still use this thing, and it's from 2006, and I still use this thing just because I like the form factor. It's kind of big. It's a 17-inch laptop. You can't get over that, but it's nice. You know, the keyboard is nice and big. The keys actually feel like a real keyboard rather than that chiclet stuff that a lot of companies use nowadays. I cannot stand chiclet keyboards. My more recent laptop that I got, that I use now, is a 15-inch laptop, but it's got chiclet keys on it, and I mistype on that thing all the time because it... Oh, why is it doing that? Is this it? There we go, that's weird. There we go, now it's back in the right spot. Hello there, Riku. Welcome to the stream. Hello from Japan. Oh, that's cool. By the way, I realized just now that the thumbnail is wrong. The thumbnail for this video is a broken iPad. And I thought that would be a good picture for just fixing things. But I realized that it actually says cracked iPad on it instead of anything else. Oh, you know what? I probably should take the battery out of this. That'd be smart. You don't want to have power on these things. Hello there, Jacob Nima. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some simple stuff again today. I feel like I enjoy doing this kind of stuff a little bit more. Here's an SSD. That's what I put in there now, instead of a mechanical drive. Over here, in this little corner here, would be where you'd put your Bluetooth module if you had one. Safety Tails. Yes, safety. By the way, is Pixeltree not streaming as of recent, Milo? I don't know if he's like changing up things or something. He hasn't been streaming as much recently, which is very strange. I'm in Shibuya. Am I saying that right? Shibuya? Shibuya! Right now. Very cool. Hello from Ohio. He's had some issues with his PC. Oh no! I hope that voice meter didn't screw his computer up, because I know he was having a lot of issues since he started using that. And I don't know what is going on. I feel bad for him, though. PUBG Mobile has free FPP? Is that free to play or something? Or what is that? Lord Meltzer. Come on. There we go. Okay. So I think that's all the screws on the bottom. Yeah, so now we got to remove the ones from the top, which is always interesting. This first person. Didn't they always, though? I mean, maybe not always, but like when you aim down your sights, it would go first person? Or did it not do that? I forget. I can hear the compression every time I make a clicking noise. The compression lowers the audio real low and then comes back up again. So I have the AC off today because I want to actually enjoy some of the heat. It's a little toasty in here right now, especially with my AMD FX 8 series CPU just heating up the room right now. As soon as I turned on the computer, I could feel the heat. It is crazy. Frames per poke. Poke, 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 poke. 60 pokes a second. All right, let's keep the CMOS battery connected this time. Some people may say that that's not the smartest thing to do, but you know what? I don't want to have to reset all my settings again, so I'm going to keep that off, or keep that on. I don't think replacing a subwoofer is going to require me to have to remove that anyway. So when you're working on a computer, normally you want to remove the CMOS battery, especially if you're going to do, well, no, let me say that again. If you're going to clean it, you may want to remove the CMOS battery simply because if you're going to get any liquids on the motherboard, you don't want it to be running at all when you're cleaning it. There's one gentleman, I believe his name, not V Westlife, UXW Bill. Some of you may know who that is. Is AMD good? I think it is. But UXW Bill, I'll get to you in a second. UXW Bill apparently takes dirty motherboards and throws them into a dishwasher, and as long as you let the motherboard dry off, and that means wait a while for it to do so, then you'll be absolutely fine. But you have to remove the CMOS battery, or else either you'll kill the CMOS battery, which is probably going to happen, or you have to remove or you'll kill the motherboard because there's still power applied to it when the CMOS battery is in there. And we'll remove this visual cable here. But is AMD... Do you have an upgraded phone now? I have the Moto E4 Plus. I don't know if that's an upgrade. That's this guy right here. So this guy is a 5.5 inch display. I think it's 720p, so it's not the highest resolution display. It looks like any other phone out there, to be honest. So I'm not really into getting the highest grade phone or anything like that. It's got I think a 13 megapixel camera on it, and it does take some decent photos, I'd have to say. Not the best, but it's really nice. I was able to take this to Niagara Falls and took a few videos while I was in the falls on the Maid of the Mist, and it was getting absolutely drenched, and the phone stayed alive. It says that it's water resistant, so I took that for a test, and it worked. It was dripping water everywhere, and it took the video just fine. It's got a fingerprint sensor down there. The speakers on the front, which is something I think every phone manufacturer should do. It's still got a headphone jack up there, and it's got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and that is the main reason why I bought this phone. I can get 2 to 3 days easy on this, on one single charge. Actually, I'm on my 3rd day now, and I'm at 10% now. The reason I'm asking is if AMD is good is because I am planning to get OCHW ultra fast gaming PC, AMD 7650K quad core. The 17 is a quad core? That doesn't sound right. If you want, you can drop me a link to that and I can kind of give you an idea. I believe somebody you could probably talk to who is much more knowledgeable about that right now, because I haven't really been in the PC scene for a while. I know about this old stuff here, but I don't know that much about the new stuff. But from my understanding, the new AMD processors or Zen processors are quite fantastic. I'm running some 2008, 2010 CPU from AMD over here, and it's not the best. It's an octa-core processor instead of a quad-core, but it works. I get all of my stuff done, and I don't have any lag whatsoever. So if this CPU from 2010 works, I could bet that CPU is going to work just fine. I'm running 2005. This is too complicated for me, brains, and it's hurting after reading that. Gigabyte. Game Max Centurion Blue Case Wi-Fi. Windows 10 operating system. Now, the hard drive, I'd probably say is something that you might want to look into. That hard drive you're talking about right there, 1 terabyte drive. If that's mechanical, and you can tell by if it has like 72K RPM and stuff like that next to the name. If it says RPM next to the name, that means it's mechanical, and that means it will comparatively be slow to something like my PC. I've got an SSD in there. I don't know where I put the one that's usually in this one. I think it's behind this LCD here. But they're solid state, and solid state drives are, I would say, a requirement these days, especially if you're going to have Windows 10 on your laptop or computer. You definitely want to have an SSD in there, because the updates that Windows 10 constantly does slow down your computer if you have a mechanical drive. So I wouldn't do that. Do you want me to DM you the PC stuff in Discord? Go for it, man. Right there, either on Pixel Tree's thing, maybe you can mention me somewhere in one of those things. I'll pick it up for sure. Tails, would you be able to make me a gaming laptop? I can't, sorry. Nope. Nope. Oh, okay, so here is our, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me grab this here. So here is the inside of our laptop. Here's that graphics card we repaired just recently. 2000 AMD CPU. Dude, you're still using an Athlon 64? How does that work in today's age? I mean, it's really not that bad. This thing's probably slower than your Athlon is, and I can use this just fine. So I think it'll be okay. But here's our subwoofer here, and here's our replacement. Looks pretty similar, I'd say. Looks like it'll fit right up in there. Here's our CPU. This is a Intel T7200 2 gigahertz dual core up in here. And here's our chipset. I don't know which one that is. I think it's a 945 from Intel. Here's our CPU fan, and here's our GPU fan, and here's our battery connector right there. And here's our keyboard connection, our mouse connection, and front panel for these little buttons up here. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but our front panel buttons here for playing in volume and stuff. Well, Cortana and background tasks take up all the CPU, forcefully disabling things like content. Cortana, get me lower CPU usage. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're using Windows 10 on a Athlon X64 X2? Jeez. This fan's getting a little dirty over here. I don't know if you guys probably can't see that because of the definition of the camera here, but that is getting a little dusty. I need to get a compressed air can eventually and get that all out of there. Well, let's go ahead and get this out of here. Let us get it out of there. Oh, and there's my GPU in there. GeForce GTX. Ooh. Fancy stuff. All right. That is crazy, Jacob. Being on Windows 10 on a machine like that. So do you have an SSD in there? Because if you have just a regular standard hard drive in there, mechanical, that'll be interesting. Alright, so let's get our old subwoofer out of here. Ow. That was loud. Alright. I can't hear anything broken in there, but it's definitely broken. So let's throw that off to the side. And let's put in our new one. And screw it in. If you're It renders your SSD useless. Not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't say that at all, because this computer here has an SSD in it when it's actually put together, and the SSD improves the speed dramatically. Because I had Windows 10 on here at one point, and on the old hard drive, and it was dog slow. But then I threw the SSD in there, and it sped up like this. CPU. I mean, I turned it on, and within about 10 to 20 seconds you'd be at the desktop, rather than waiting 2 minutes to get to the desktop. It makes a difference, even with a slow CPU like this one. So we got the new subwoofer in there. Let's make sure we plug it in so that when we put it together, it's going to work. There we go. Hopefully this works. I did not rate the seller yet. Oh, come on. All right, I'm not even going to screw that in then. Oh, that is unfortunate. There's a broken piece in here. Maybe I should push that up there. All right, and I don't screw that in anyway, so that's no issue there. Oh, okay. So, Riku, you got like 3 different names, my buddy. You got like 3 different names. I had no idea what you were talking about there for a second. You have a good one there, Riku. See you again soon, bud. Spidge. Or Spige. Well, that's spelled Spige, right? Yeah, it's... Although, I've always called it Spidge. Which may... I don't even know. That sounds like a bad word when I say it like that. I'm calling someone a name. I don't want to do that. You guys are my friends. So we're putting her back together. We'll see if it works. Oh no, did I just break something? Okay, we're good. Good! Tails, don't look up whatever that is. It's nasty. Okay, I won't look it up then. You don't gotta tell me twice. If something's nasty, I ain't gonna look it up. It's interesting. They actually, on this particular laptop here, they have a piece of the case mounted to the graphics card for support here. That's what this piece right here is. And it screws into the graphics card. I don't know if that's a good design, having your graphics card be the support for the rest of the case. Well, I gotta wait some while still. Alright, no problem. But I guess if I miss you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yep. Oh my goodness, Jacob, that is a creepy face. Just 18+ manga that they sell in Japan. Oh, well, that kind of stuff doesn't interest me at all. So, what is it? Manga and all that stuff. I've tried. People have tried to get me to watch like shows and stuff like that. I can't get into any of the anime stuff. I mean, I think the closest thing that I've ever enjoyed watching growing up was anime-wise. Was Pokemon, and I know some people wouldn't even say that Pokemon is even anime, but I would say it is. It's from over there, you know, and it's a cartoon from over there, and I mean, if you think about it, it's just like anime. Anime does that. I don't know. It just seems like anime to me. Oh, Torin, you changed your name. I see. It was something else before. I forget what it was, but it's your actual name now. The only anime I really got into was Digimon. Oh, I got into Digimon too. Friggin', what's his name? Guilmon, I think his name was. Friggin', he was the cool. I thought he was cool when I was growing up. I thought he was the neatest thing. I think his name was Guilmon. He was that red dinosaur T-Rex looking guy. I thought he was cool. And he I don't know, he was always acting cute. And I thought it was the coolest. I don't know. It was like a dinosaur, but he was like acting all cute, always talking about wanting bread and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried to watch animes and stuff like that. People are like, "Oh, you should watch this. This is a great show," and then they would quiz me on it. So I don't like quizzes to start with. So whenever there's those quizzes, like take this quiz to see what age you technically are in your life or something like that. You know, those weird quizzes that you can take online. I hate those. I don't like those very much. So whenever someone would be like, "Hey, go watch this," and then I would watch like an episode of it or something, and then they thought like, "Oh, he's probably gonna watch like 10 episodes in one night." No, I'm gonna watch one episode. You know, I'm gonna watch one episode and I probably won't like it because it's just a personal preference. I'm not a huge... What is this? Oh, you're welcome, dude. Guy was asking me about my inverter project that I was doing before. Neato. So I helped the guy out today. That's pretty cool. But I just can't get into it. It's just my thing, you know. I've tried. People from the streams here actually have tried to get me to watch a few different animes. Aline Bellman, you guys probably know who that is. I imagine to be into anime as an adult, you would have to actually grow up watching it. This was not really possible for me since we never had cable or satellite growing up. I mean, I don't know. How is it that we even watched Pokemon back then? Oh, we had cable, but it wasn't even on cable Pokemon. It was on the standard over-the-air antenna stuff, right? Lord Meltza, you're a dork. Uh-oh, wait a minute. We got a small screw, and I don't know what it goes to. Oh. Ah, okay, I found it. Never mind. False alarm, guys. I found it. I found out where it goes. Right there on the hard drive. Nice. Alright, let's put these screws in here. Pokemon and Digimon were probably the only animes I remember airing over the air when I was a kid. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I think that's how I watched it, because it was Channel 55 WBNX, I think it was called. I don't know what else it would be called. It was like Saturday morning cartoons or something like that. We would usually watch them then, which is not really a thing anymore, which is weird. But it was always fun watching like that, and I got really interested in oh, that didn't. Wait, hold up a second here. It goes to nothing? You know, I swear, more and more of the standoffs that these things screw into are going away. I may have to get a whole new top for this eventually. Oh, Fox Kids, right. Fox Kids, that was the station's name. But it was called WBNX over here. I think it still is, actually. If you go to channel 55.1, which is the new digital version of Channel 55, it's still called WBNX, I think, over here. Fox Kids might have had a few other animes too, but by that time I was getting too old for Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the most that I get into Pokemon nowadays, well, the most I got into it recently, and by recently I mean like a year ago, was Pokemon Go. I thought that was a really cool idea. But at the same time, I saw a whole bunch of people just getting hurt and getting, what's the word I want to use? They got their stuff stolen, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Because they were walking out there, because there are people who are being a little silly with their streaming stuff, where they would have like 2 phones on stands where they were walking around with. They looked like a walking jungle gym of cameras and stuff like that, and then they were just a walking target to get their stuff stolen, and it happened, and it just gave it a bad name, and I just didn't want to do it anymore because I didn't want to. I don't know, because I was walking around with a little battery charger in my pocket, a big battery charger, like the size of this thing here, and I don't know, just having that wire come out of my pocket, and my my phone looked like it was expensive. At least I thought it did. It looked like it was expensive, and I didn't want someone thinking that it was worth money when it really wasn't. It was only a $34 phone. $34 phone. But I still didn't want people thinking like, oh, I can get money from that, and you know, just that kind of stuff. It's always banging. I mean, sometimes I wish I could get into anime, but I can't, you know? I don't know. I guess my thing is fixing stuff, and this is one of my things. This is the type of thing that I like to spend my time doing. Fixing something, going for a drive in a car or something, or a scooter, or, you know, in my free time that is, or doing a stream like this right here with you guys. Where's Miku? Oh. Hold on. Okay, so you'll have to wait a little bit, but it'll be there. It's right at the beginning of this track here. I can't fast forward, unfortunately. I'm just using an external CD drive with its volume control and all that stuff up here for the music for the stream. Agar Stuco was fun. Isn't that new one where it's like two-dimensional ones with like all the little hyena characters and stuff and panda characters and stuff like that? I heard that one was good. Again, it's anime, so it's not one of my own things. I don't know. The way that they talk in anime is annoying to me, and I know I'm preaching to the wrong crowd here, because it looks like a lot of you guys really do enjoy anime, so I can't really say too much, I don't think, without upsetting you guys. But it's just the way that they talk is really, I mean, if it wasn't for the way that they talk, I think I could stand it a little bit longer. But the majority of the time when they're just like this right here, it's like they get up to the microphone super close and super personal, and they go like this, oh my god, you know, and it's just like, dude, will you chill out? You know, where they just do the, and I'm sorry for people who are at work and I just made that noise into the microphone, but that's what they do all the time in those shows, where they just have this sighing thing or something. I don't know what it is. It sounds like if you close your eyes and you just replay those sounds over and over again, it sounds dirty, you know, and it's just not something that you want to watch. I don't know. This is not something I don't know. It's just something that I've noticed, and it's agitating to me, and it just makes me not want to watch it when they do that. I'm nitpicking. I know. I heard One Piece was really good. The other half actually says that that One Piece was pretty good too. About anime fan, I am your chat official weeb right now. I don't have problems with whoa, what is that? A peanut. There's a peanut on the floor. I'll have to throw that out later. All right, so I don't know where that came from, Kiwi. Where did that come from? Huh? Did you put that peanut on the floor? I don't even feed you peanuts. How'd that get there? Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this guy on. And let's hope it boots. I'm always afraid of breaking it. Nope, it still works just fine. Get out of here, you stinking piece of paper. So we're getting booted here. As you can see, we're using a PS3 iToy. I think it's what it's called. There's a PS2 iToy sitting up there, but I've been having issues with that one. Oh, she sounds better already. Oh yeah, that's so much better already. Alright, we'll just get rid of that. Readying the felines, it says. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and go over here and crank up that subwoofer, because I've had to turn it down so that I can actually hear what's going on. Levels, subwoofer, maximum, max out the audio. Alright, let's launch Google Chrome. In fact, Let me just put this over here for right now, because I think there might be banking information on there. And I don't want that to be on the internet, of all things. So we'll just do this for a second. I'm going to launch up... actually, I think I could just launch up some Spyro songs. So I got that on there. Alright, so let me take this off here real quick. I came into the stream a little late. What was the problem you were having? Oh, here's the old subwoofer here. There's a subwoofer in this laptop, and the subwoofer was having an issue where this is the old one. I blew it out pretty much. I was listening to a bass-heavy song, and when I was listening to it, this started making a whole crap ton of noise. So now it's blown out, and it sounds like absolute crap, so I had to turn it off, so I only had the tinny front-firing speakers. And I was like, I want that subwoofer back. So I bought another one and installed it today. So I'm probably gonna just toss this in the trash since it's garbage now. Hopefully it works. It sounds better already. Oh, that's right, Riku. There's Miku. Got an 8-inch sub in my room with bass boost music. It's nice. Yep. So what we use, or what I use for my music in here, is this guy right here, a Kenwood amplifier. And then I've got some Klipsch speakers here. And then I've got, for my subwoofer, it's a little bit of a mess down here, please excuse it. But there's a Sony subwoofer down there. Yeah, look at that mess of wires. You guys like my wiring? That's beautiful, isn't it? But yeah, there's a Sony subwoofer. I think that's an 8-inch sub down there. I think. I'm not really sure. Mine is a Pioneer. Yeah, my other one of these was a Pioneer, but I think I gave that to my grandmother because she wanted something to listen to records on. So I was without a stereo in here for like a couple months. And my neighbor was like, hey, do you want a receiver? And I'm like, yeah. So there's a free receiver. These things go for a lot of money on eBay nowadays. So if he hadn't given me that, I certainly wouldn't have bought one, because I'm not about to drop a whole bunch of money on a used system now. Because our stereo system downstairs, the MCS JCPenney stereo, the receiver is starting to go bad, and every once in a while it just randomly cuts out the audio. So I was like, oh, let me just find a replacement. I'm sure they don't go for too much. $130 for only a 100-watt amp. Wires everywhere. All right, I gotta go now. Bye, y'all. Peace. All right, Riku, you have a good one, buddy. See you again soon. That was weird. I think that message just kind of came up there like that. Anyway, I'm deaf in one ear, so it would be futile for me to buy pro-grade audio gear to listen to music. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That stinks. I mean, hey, I don't know. At least whenever you go outside and stuff like that, you can hear less kids screaming. I know that might be a weird way to look at it, but, you know. You could just turn this way, you know, or whichever side is the ear is having the issue, and you can just turn it away. Be like, nope, I can't hear you no more. Tails, when I get my PC hooked up again, can we play Mumu.io? We can try, but every time we played Mumu.io, we were having issues with people. I don't know what that would be called. Is that like stream hacking or something, where they watch what you're doing on the stream and then they figure out ways to attack you by looking at your stream? I don't know, they were doing something weird, and it was making it so that it wasn't fun anymore. I forget what they were doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this music off for a second. So we'll do that. Stream snipe. Yeah, that's what it's called, stream sniping. They were doing that, and that makes it kind of dumb. And the unfortunate thing is that we only had like 6 people watching and stream sniping was happening. You know, that wasn't a whole lot of people. And it was already happening, and I know that we have 6 people here now, but if I were to be doing games and stuff like that, I think we're at the point where we would probably have about maybe 10 people, and it'd be even worse, you know? So Mumu.io doesn't work so well, but like things like Splixio work great, because we can get 4 people in, and then you can't go to the server we're on. You can't just find it, you know, which I think is great, so that you can't have stream snipers, which I think is awesome. You're here to stream snipe. Joke's on you, I already fixed it. You're here late. At least I think I fixed it. I'm about to play a song here just to see what it... I need to find one with bass in it, though. Oh, this one will. Oh, it works. Can you hear that? So can you guys hear that subwoofer working? Because I can definitely hear it. It's working again. I am so happy. Go to YouTube and search Gerber AKG. He makes great bass boosts. I don't know about doing that. That's how I broke it last time. That's how I broke this one. That's how I broke this subwoofer, by going to bass boosted on purpose songs. It blew the speaker out. And I don't want to break it again. I just got this one going. Oh man, that is awesome. What else can I listen to? Okay. Give me something real quick. Give me something that isn't bass boosted on purpose, but give me something that I should listen to real quick just to give this a little test. By the way, Gaming Mike, welcome to the stream. I know you're probably not going to be here for too much longer since the actual fix is already over, which wasn't too much. I literally just took it apart, threw it in there, took the old one out first, then threw it in there, and then put it back together, and now it works. Darude Sandstorm. YouTube Darude Sandstorm. All right. So to give you guys an idea, this is how big this laptop is. This is my hand, and I got big hands, you know. This laptop is massive. I love this thing. Okay, then search Tonight by Billy Bang Decaf. It has bass, okay. So let's do that then. Tonight Decaf. Oh, there's obviously a bass boosted version of it right there. Oh, it's not gonna play that. I see what it's doing. It's doing the super, super low stuff. It won't play that. It's still a laptop. It's only a 1-inch speaker, man. You can't expect that much. Let me see if I can get higher. No, it's all the way down into 20 hertz. But I am curious. Let me turn this over to video. I haven't done this since I got this thing. And let me turn the audio from that off, right? So you guys won't hear that anymore. Now let's go to that. Now, I'm only going to be able to play a few seconds of this, not the whole thing, simply because, you know, you're not allowed to on YouTube, unfortunately, unlike you are on Twitch, or at least it seems like you are. I think you can post whatever the crap you want onto YouTube. It's just if you do, your money or whatever gets taken away from you, which is perfectly fine for me, because I don't even make money off of YouTube. But I just don't want to get copyright strikes. That's the one that hurts you from streaming, and I like streaming, so I don't want to get that taken away. What was that called again? Tonight Decaf. So let's type that in over here. Tonight Decaf. And it's by Bassman 1439, like you said. All right, now let's turn on the subwoofer. Let's see what happens. I am afraid. I've never done this. Jesus. Oh my god. That is insane. Oh, whoa, what frequency is that? That is low. Oh, that is cool. That is literally shaking the house right now. Oh, that is insane. I'm not going to do a whole heck of a lot of that because I don't think the neighbors would appreciate that too much. I don't even know if they can hear it, but I do care, so about that. What's another one? Uteo, so you have Xbox 360. I mean, we do, but we don't use it to play games. We use it to watch YouTube, and that's all we use it for these days. We've been thinking about using it to play games on, but we don't. We have the Xbox One now. Mayhem Good Creatures has some bass. All right, so let's put that onto this one. Like, I'm not looking for like 20 hertz. I'm looking for something like something that actually sounds like it. I don't know. Not like they're trying to show off a subwoofer, you know. Like this right here, lo-fi hip-hop radio is what I destroyed my subwoofer with last time. So that's what I destroyed it with last time, because it was just pumping, and I left the house with it running for Kiwi for like 2 hours, and I came back and the subwoofer was totally destroyed. Okay, so before I get copyright striked, let's not do that. Play Kiss of Death by Hyde. Let's just look that up real quick. Kiss of Death. Hyde. Right? Oh, it's an anime song. Right? Yeah. Not my thing. Have to say, not my thing. There are some anime songs, like, I think that anime has good music for sure. This one isn't, at least from what I can hear so far. I didn't really listen to much of it, so I can't really make a definitive thing, but there are some out there that just, they're so awesome. There's one anime that I didn't watch, but I listened to the music of. I think it was called Wolf's Rain. Have you guys ever heard of that one? The original version of the song is like 4 minutes. Yeah, this one's like, oh yeah, this is the 4-minute version. It looked like it was so short though for a second there. Oh, are they finally back? Wow. Our neighbor has been missing for like the past month. And I think they're finally back. Insane. I hope they're all good. All right, cool. So I'll go say hi to them later. So I think we're all good here. I can't do much else without getting myself... I probably already got a copyright claim on this video already because I was playing some of those songs for a bit too long there. But... I mean, just from that, I mean, I don't know, I can hear it through here, through the microphone to that, you can hear the bass. It's working great. So I got it back. I got my subwoofer back. I'm going to turn this subwoofer off before I scare the living crap out of myself by doing something randomly. There we go. I don't usually use that thing too often because I got it before a Kiwi, and now that Kiwi's here, I don't like to use it too much because I don't know if it stresses him out or not. You know, I don't want to stress him out. Isn't that right, Kiwi? I don't want to stress you out because you're my little buddy, huh? Yeah. So, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to do right now, unless you guys have anything else to talk about at the given moment. Actually, let me go check Discord, because Milo was supposed to send me something. Let me see if it's over here. Oh, is that it? Here it is. Alright, there's Milo's thing. Nope, stream should still be good. I still see some stuff going through. No, still good. Still good. Where's my stream thing? Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Yeah, I'm still green. I don't know. Alright, so... Oh. Holy crap, that looks good. I mean... Let's take a look at this. Let me figure out a way to put this on screen so you guys can see it. Let's take a look at this thing. This is the thing that Milo wanted to get. Hello there, Russian. We're just taking a chill stream today. We were fixing a laptop. The laptop's fixed. We were playing a few songs on it, and it sounds great again, so that's good. So here's the old one. Here's the old subwoofer that was in there, a little 1-inch 5-watt speaker that was inside of there. It was busted because I blew it out listening to bass-heavy songs. So there we go. I love a dead live stream. It's not dead. We are live. Wait, it's all good. Everyone's still here, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, so let me get this onto the screen for you guys. I think it's not that one. It's this one. Yeah, we're not having any issues here. Even YouTube is saying that I'm getting everything fine. Yeah, it might be your network. It might be your network. I just got to figure out how to move this camera off of the screen here. It's one of these things. There it is. Okay. So let's move this over here. Oh geez, the chat is on top of this now. I see and hear you just fine. All right, cool. I should be a little bit clearer today. I was messing around with the settings on my microphone today because I heard Pixel Tree playing some of his games, and he upgraded his audio with voice meter, and I was like, wow, what a difference it makes, because he's got the same microphone as I do. But he sounded like a radio person, and I'm like, you're not even a radio person though, so that's pretty cool. Suddenly Kiwi is very vocal. Yeah, he likes it when I talk, but I don't usually talk too much until I'm doing a stream or something like that, so he's very happy at the moment. I see a Kiwi and a Tails. Hey, they're Marshall Films. Unfortunately, we already fixed the laptop, so now we're looking at a computer for Milo. So here is, I hope by looking on here, I'm not going to be showing any information of my own on here. I don't really use Amazon to begin with, so I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Anyway, so here's the computer that he was looking at. A quad-core 8GB of RAM, Windows 10 Home 64-bit. The only thing I don't like about the Home is that you won't be able to change some settings, such as turning off Windows Update. That's something I do a lot because I hate Windows Update on my machine. Give Kiwi a cracker for me. I can't, unfortunately, because he is absolutely afraid of anything other than seed. We have to also be kind of careful whenever giving him like carrots or not carrots, apples and peaches and all that other stuff. So install Windows 7. Well, I think he's buying this to. Hey, let me get some music going again. I'm sorry, guys. Kiwi, my goodness, you are so loud. I think the reason why he's going for this one is because it's within his price range. I'm not really sure. OCHW, a company I've never heard of, to be honest. AMD A. Ooh, okay. So AMD A8. What are you? I've never heard of you before. Oh, I've heard of A8 before, but I've never seen... Okay. What about animal fingers? No, I mean, like, we tried to give him, and we shouldn't have, really. It was a peanut. We were just messing around trying to give the peanut to him, and he flipped crap when he saw the peanut for some reason. He was deathly afraid of it. I don't know why. But anything that he's not used to seeing, he will absolutely flip crap over. So we just stick to what we know he likes. And crackers are not one of them. Polly, want a cracker? Kiwi, want a cracker? Pretty bird, what are you doing?
Pixel Tree said what sort of games you looking to play on it?
Oh, they're gonna help Milo out. I just need to find out where that is now. Discord, where'd you go? Yeah. The case looks cool though. Secretive typing. No, actually, I'm typing to a chat, and I'm not going to put it on the screen here. I don't know what kind of information could come up on it, but it's another YouTuber's chat. And he was actually in here earlier asking about this computer that's on our screen right now. But the thing is that, first of all, I've never heard of OCHW before. An AMD A8, I believe that's like a couple generations old at this point. Where's that one window I had open to look at that? Where are you? That's not it. You can close that and that. So there's that, there it is. So let's see, when did this CPU come out? In 2014. Yeah, pre-Ryzen. I think Ryzen has its own versions, I think, of like the AMD A series APU things. I just don't think they're called A8 anymore. They're like, let's see, Ryzen APU. Ryzen APU. I think it was like 20, yeah, the AMD Ryzen 3 Pro Pro 2200G, and I think there's a 2400G as well. Those are their new ones. That's what they're called at the moment. You use a 2024? Yeah, so that's not gonna work out. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think about this up here? Where is it? This screen up here where my hand is doing that thing right now, where you can see the screen over there, but there's also chat floating on top of it. I don't know how you guys think about that. I'm in 2014. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I would use that. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's still decently powerful. I think its single-threaded performance is better than the CPU that's in my current machine. Let me see. AMD FX 8320E. Pass mark. That's not right. This one? There we go. Yeah, the single-threaded performance is better than my CPU, but my CPU has better overall average like performance if you use all 8 cores. I mean, though my AMD FX 8320 isn't exactly considered high performance anymore anyways, but it's, I don't know. it doesn't make sense that they're using an APU in this particular machine over here because it's got a dedicated graphics card, doesn't it? Yeah, AMD Radeon HD R7 graphics, unless that is what's on the A8. Let's see. Radeon HD R7 graphics chip. Yeah, that's probably what they're doing. That's probably exactly what they're doing. Where's the description here? What is this? Item model number. The model number of this computer is called Dragon. I don't know about that. Yeah, I wouldn't go with that. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't go with that. Let me go back over to the chat. I'm gonna tell him not to get that. Where's that chat at? Discord, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. My daily driver is a laptop from 2013, an i7-3632QM. It still holds up quite. I mean, I bet it does. I bet it does. Nice. It still holds up quite nicely for everything I throw at it. But I imagine it may need a new battery soon. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with this guy over here. This E1705. This is a 2005-2006 laptop, and I still use it as my daily mobile driver. It's my daily mobile driver. For my desktop, I use a much more powerful PC, but I just cannot get away from this laptop. It doesn't bother me that it's slow, you know? And it's really not that slow for what I use it for, checking emails, checking Twitter, and checking YouTube and watching YouTube on it. It's got the highest resolution monitor of all of the monitors in the entire house, even the ones on this desktop here. It's a 1920 by 1200 resolution on this laptop. And for what I use it for, it works beautiful. There's no reason for me to get anything else right now. I do have a newer laptop that is like 3 times as powerful as this thing, but the monitor is crap on it. The keyboard is a chiclet style. It's crap. It lights up, which is great, but it's crap. It just is not good. I hate chiclet keyboards. They're not my favorite thing at all. Dragon Kiwi. Kiwi. Bird. What are you doing? What are you just staring at me for? You give me that stare. You give me the stink eye with only one eyeball. You're not even gonna look at me right there. You go. What are you doing? Here, let's point the camera at him for a little bit. Oh, there's already a camera on him. I forgot. That's right. We don't need to do that. I myself want to have an Origin Millennium Ryzen. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that a PC manufacturer that does that? Here, let me move this over here. You guys can take a look at all the crap that's on my desktop for a second. Look, I have Edit and Eddie sound effects. Here, let's play a few of those. Here, let's mute this for a second. It's a good old branded desktop. I've never heard of it before. Millennium. I think. Oh wait, no. I think I've heard of Millennium before, but I think the name that I originally heard of was Falcon. I think it was, wasn't it? Millennium Falcon. Oh, that's something different. Never mind. Oh man, I just sound like an idiot there. Bam bam banana banana bam 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 bam. Yeah, what I don't know if you guys noticed in one of my vlogs that I did recently, I was like, ooh, I gotta use these in the vlog. Like, I just gotta edit them in somehow, and I did it, and I thought it was great. I thought it was great. My other half was like, that is cheesy. I'm like, I don't care. It's got the stuff I like in it. It was like, oh, that's so cheesy. I'm like, I don't care. Hey, boy. Alright, I'm done with that. Sorry, I have too much fun with that stuff. Making random noises. I don't know. I think we're all done here, guys. Yeah, look at this. These guys even actually have real GPUs in them over here. And they're cheaper, too. And it's got a professional version of Windows on it as well. And it's the same company. Ultra Fast Gaming Pizza. PC. Yeah, I think this would be better. Oh, by the way, I just realized on the UK version of Amazon, it's called Add to Basket instead of Add to Cart. I wonder what the point of that is. Interesting. I've never noticed that before. Look at this. This is an HP business computer. And they're calling it a gaming PC. Elite Quad Core i5 3470, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte HDD, GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, which actually that's not 1080, 1050, 1030. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. How is that more expensive though? Comes with antivirus. How is that more expensive than like a fully customized computer? My work has used those for years. Regional familiarity. Ah, okay. Like this one might, I mean, I know it might sound stupid, but this would, I think, would be maybe even better. Let's see, let's go look at the CPU again. I think I still have the other one over here. Okay, so here is the CPU mark, right? Which is the performance numbers of the computer that Milo showed us. It's got 51,000, or sorry, 5100, not 51,000. Here's the CPU mark of my CPU, which is what I use, and I can pretty much do everything I want on this computer, not have any issues. Look at that TDP though, 125. Woo-wee! That's why it gets hot in here when I do streams. Just that, and then the GPU is a 230 watt TDP, so easily almost close to 400 to 500 watts of just heat pouring out the back of that computer whenever I turn it on the game. Absolutely insane. This one's only 65, so that's not too bad. So let's do over here. Let's get the Core i5 3470. So let's copy pasta that, and let's throw in CPU mark, and we'll pull up. All right, so that computer is faster. And the single-threaded performance is way better than this. Well, yeah, that's actually pretty impressive. And my CPU is like, it pales in comparison to either of these, which is weird. But yeah, this CPU is much better. It's a little bit more on the TDP, so it's a little bit more heat producing, but not too bad. Have you tried Cinebench? I grew up using CPU Mark for some reason, and everyone else uses Cinebench. So every time someone says, "Oh, the Cinebench of this CPU is this," and I'm like, I am completely clueless as to what those numbers mean. But I'm assuming that's the same for you guys, because I don't know anyone who uses CPU Mark. But in comparison, this is my CPU, right? It's an 8-core AMD. My CPU must be doing 150 watts or something with this OC. What do you use, Marcel Films, for your CPU? Random question, Tails. Are you going to buy a Buick LeSabre? No kid, that's a random question. No. Oh, is there an ad somewhere for one? I don't see it. But no, I'm not going to buy a Buick LeSabre. If I'm going to buy a car, it'll probably be something lower end, and it's not going to be a Buick. Not a Buick. I know it sounds weird, but this actually, and this is a very bare bones looking computer. Doesn't even have a floppy drive. It's not a real computer. A Core i5 2500K? Wow. Let's take a look at your CPU, Mark. So let's go Intel i5 2500K CPU Mark. Who is this? Who be this? I just got a message from my brother saying that Battlefield 5 looks pretty cool. I'd have to say that Battlefield 5, at least so far, it does look cool, but it looks an awful lot like Battlefield 4, or sorry, Battlefield 1. And I think I mean, to be fair to them, I don't think that you could really make it look different, because what they did with Battlefield 1 is they made everything look pretty real. You know, it looks like if you were to go out to that field and start shooting guns at each other. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but but if you were to do that, it would look the same, you know, because their graphics are so good these days that it just looks real now. Not super real, but real enough that it's like, oh, you know, I could totally get into this or whatever, you know. So when you come out with another game that uses the same engine and everything like that, it's gonna kind of look the same unless you go like Fortnite did and go all cartoony and stuff, which is kind of one of the reasons why I like Fortnite, because it's a breath of fresh air, to be honest. It looks different, you know. It's nice. It reminds me of console games, and I think that's why so many people like Fortnite so much, is because it's so different, you know. Linus Tech Tips said in a video once that on a tight budget, buying a used off-lease business computer and then customizing it yourself can be a good alternative. Yeah, that's what I did for the other half over here. His computer is well, actually, it's actually one of these things. It's one of these, except it's the AMD version of it. And I threw an R7-240 in there. I know, R7-240 is disgusting. Linus Tech Tips said so, I know. But I was dumb. That computer was mine, and I was like, I want the best GPU I can put into this thing. And then I bought the R7-240, paid $80 for the stupid thing, and then just about a month later, the 750 Ti, which will run circles around the R7-240, came out in small form factor for this PC, and I was like, oh. And it was just a month out of date, so I couldn't go and return it back to the computer company. So I was stuck with this GPU that is nowhere near as fast as what I could have had for about maybe $20 more, you know, and I was lost. And now those 750 Ti's, they're not going down in price. They're actually going up in price, I think. Actually, let me take a look at that real quick. Let me go over here with this. Oh, that's the wrong keyboard. Amazon.com. Just make sure that there's nothing on here. Okay, I'm not even signed in. Okay, so I can go over here. Let's go over here and type in 750 Ti titanium pot. 750 Ti small form factor. Half height. Oh Jesus. There we go. No, I don't. Look at this. A GeForce 210 for almost $40. That is insane. That is not worth that much. I have one of those because I stupidly bought one thinking it was going to be better than even onboard graphics. This is a piece of garbage right here. I would never waste money on that again. Never. 750 Ti. One of these has got to be the one. There's a 1030. That's a pretty decent one, and it's half height. You could do that. There we go. This is the one. Alright, so it used to be $150 to get this thing, but now it's $127, but it's only for used. Oh wait, that's not half height, is it? That's a full height. Where's the half height? In my PC, I use NVIDIA GeForce 710. Ouch. Well, I mean, 710 isn't that bad. That's quite a few things forward. The 210 was pretty bad, but I think the 710 might be okay. Oh wait, I didn't look at the CPU mark of your CPU, which is right here. So let me pull up mine first. So here's my CPU, right? And then here is Marshall Film CPU. Wow, an i5 that uses 95 watts? Crazy. But look at this. I got a heat producer. 125, baby. Yeah. You got 4 cores, not bad. Look at that single-threaded performance. That is insane. 1,800, and then mine is a measly 1,300. So I got this higher overall, but for like real-world applications, your CPU is going to run circles around mine for sure. Maybe check Newegg. You know, I haven't done that in ages. I haven't done that in forever. Oh, let me pull that over here real quick. Newegg.com. NVIDIA 750 Ti. Alright, so there we go. Here's our... one of these has got it. Oh, nope, that's not it. Or maybe if I type in half height or small form factor on here. No. So small form factor did not work. How about half height? There we go. 209. It got more expensive. It got more expensive. That is crazy. But look, the 1050 Ti. What about a 1030? I think a 1030 is faster. Hold on. Let me bring up the NVIDIA 1030. I think they're TIs now, aren't they? 1030 pass mark. Right. So let's bring that up. We are currently updating our site. Please check back later. Oh, did they just go down? I think they just went down. Now, let me see if I can bring up a cached version of it. Oh boy, it looks like crap. And then let's bring up the 750 Ti. So their website is down right now, so I'm pulling up their... Oh, wow. Okay, so here we go. This doesn't make any sense. So here's the 1030. What about the 1030 Ti? So their website's a little busted right now, but here we still got the number at least, so that's good. But here's a 1030. Its average graphics performance number or whatever is 2,252, while the 750 Ti still runs circles around it with 3,727. So I don't know why people are buying the 1030 over the 750 Ti. Let me see if I can pull up the 1030 Ti, which is I think what people are buying now. Is it the 1030 Ti is a thing, right? Hold on. NVIDIA 1030 Ti. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What I mean by that, Torin, is that a lot of like Linus Tech Tips, for instance, they I think they even say like, yeah, the 1030 Ti, I thought it was. Hold on, let me delete this. The 1030 is great for like entry-level gaming and stuff like that, and they're expensive. 1030 Ti's are, well, they're not super expensive, but because of the whole what is it? The whole cryptocurrency thing that was going on. I think it's ending now, which I'm so happy for. I'm glad cryptocurrency is dying. I know some people are like, oh, I made so much money off of it though, but I'm like, nah, I did not. I hated the fact that that was a thing. Well, look at that. So the small form factor, where's the 1030? There was a 1030 over here, wasn't there? Okay, so it looks like the 1030 Ti is not a thing. Just the 1030 is. But a lot of websites and stuff say like, oh, the 1030 is great for entry-level gaming, but it's like, dude, if you buy a 750 Ti, not only is it cheaper, normally, right? So here's the 1030, $89, right? What does a regular 750 Ti go for? Because it's more performance. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm in VGA cooling now for some reason. How do I get out of that? Here, just go home. 750 Ti. I'll just do that. Ah, okay. So the 750 Ti is more expensive. I think the 750 Ti used to be a $150 graphics card when it was brand new. But I would still buy the 750 Ti over a 1030, you know? Because not only do you not have to add your own power to it, it takes all the power directly from the motherboard. It's great for small form, well, not small form factor, but like lower end PCs. You just add this to your computer and then boom. Well, the 1030 can do that too, though. I made and then lost so much money. What, off of cryptocurrency? I think I tried it for like a day and then realized how much I was probably hurting my PC by doing it. And maybe I could have made something off of it, but at the time I only had an NVIDIA 9600 GT, which is a very old GPU at that point. So I was like, it's not even worth it. I'm probably gonna make... Maybe if I would have done it for like 3 months or something like that, I maybe would have made 10 bucks off of it or something. So it wasn't even worth it. Yeah, all right. What time is it? Yeah, I probably should get going. It is currently 5:03. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Basically, we just sat here talking to each other, and you know what? It's really what I'm looking for in these streams. It's just to have someone to talk to, and you know, as sad as that might sound. So Torin, Marsa Films, Jacob Nima. Am I saying that right? It's not Nime, it's Nima. Yeah, Nima. I got it. Yeah. Luigi Man, if you're still there, Gaming Mike. And Fat Russian, I don't know if you're still there, but thank you very much for joining today. It's always awesome. By the way, Russian, we did get that game. Nice streaming, Tails. Well, thank you very much, Gaming Mike, and it's always great to see you. Always, always great to see you. 07. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys soon. This is Tails First signing off. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to make some motherfucking noise now? It's time my fucking ones and two. I want you to put your motherfucking hands.